Could you tell us about some of the talking points you've been having with customers at the event today?
Yeah, sure. So basically, I see a lot of interest to understand how the world in data is moving. So how the ecosystem is moving to data lakes, to having different vendors to analyze the data, and how people can take advantage of these data lakes as the central core of the business to have an efficient way to manage data across the company.
What are some of the barriers when it comes to making the most out of data?
So some of the barriers that we are encountering is that there are a lot of tools, and it's hard to explain to the people what's the advantage of going one way or another educating. But then also there are a lack of skills in data engineering because there are not so many data engineers, not as many as the companies actually need. So we see that data engineers usually have a lot of work, are overworked. So when you go to and talk with them and you say, hey, I can make your life easier, this is something that is interesting for them.
How are recent advancements in AI impacting the whole data space?
So basically, I see a big change because until now, people were saying, I want data to do BI. I want data to get some insights internally. And I see a lot of interest now for companies that are saying, hey, how should I structure the data to be able to build these machine learning AI models? And basically, this is something that with data warehouses, they were not able to do. So basically, I see a lot of interest on how they can use a data lake, because then it allows you to basically train your machine learning models to data science and data exploration and so on. But also you can connect any BI tool and do also BI. So that's why I see a lot of interest going into this direction.
How can you see, the whole data space going within the next, 5 years or so?
So what I see is that a lot of companies are building connectors, are integrating with data lakes, as I was saying. So for instance, you got Snowflake, it's pushing to have managed tables in data lakes using Iceberg. A lot of companies like BigQuery are building solutions like BigLake to work in multi-cloud on data lakes and to be able to query data from a data warehouse and so on. So I see that everyone is starting to understand that when the data grows and you have a big explosion of data, having a data lake, it's a good solution. And I see that there are many different vendors around it. So everyone is moving towards an open ecosystem to follow open protocols and basically to allow sharing data between different vendors. And I hope that this is the direction that we are going. And in the end, I see that there are different ways to store the data in a data lake, different formats. You have Delta Lake, you have Apache Iceberg, you have Apache Hudi, you also have Qbeast format. And I don't see that anytime soon one of them is going to win. I think that in the end they will coexist, they will be used for different use cases. And in the end, the industry is so big that there is a space for everyone.
For the latest tech insights, visit em360tech.com.